everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The hatred runs deep between these teams, and no position feels the pressure of a rivalry game more than quarterback. Can this fella look past the emotion of the game and deliver a victory for his team? It's the Bears going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. They'll look to throw here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 18 carries, 51 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a carry for the change of pace back, the rookie Tariq Cohen. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And this crowd into it. This one up in Foxborough. The Jets are out to the early lead. Still a lot of football left in that affair, but we will for sure keep an eye on it. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback...
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Fight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
is on the NFL scoreboard. Something interesting transpiring in New York. And make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later, pressure coming from the Vikings. And they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times. And in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go counter with Howard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second quarter at Heinz Field, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Deshaun Kaiser with 1 touchdown pass thus far. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll set up a throw, flushed out right, and tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's right. Touchdown, Chicago. Kendall Wright with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
A reminder with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first-half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat because he's got a lot to get through because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
It has been a fun track meet.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now follow. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Unable to connect on a first down pass play. Now it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Eric Kendricks. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Eddie Royal, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he locates Wheaton, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward around the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And the Lions able to stretch their lead as they score again. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. Oh, nice move at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Defense showing blitz. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have
Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the fourth quarter. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. Tom Brady, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Minnesota, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the